Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, welcome back, man. It's your guy, MAIL MANN, and I hope y'all having an amazing day. You know we're going to jump right into it, man. Look, we can always, as men, speak on our position and our feelings of when we have women that post videos online with unrealistic expectations, um, um, gold diggers, um, living life above their means and expect for a man to maintain that lifestyle for them. Women that think that you're supposed to give up your hard-earned money to them just because they're pretty or just because they're a woman. We can always address our feelings on that and how we feel negative towards that. So when we see that, we understand why we are addressing our feelings towards that. But we also have to take the time out to address when we find women that speak realistic expectations and speak with sense, like they actually have common sense. They was raised by the right parents. They grew up with the right expectations. They are women of character, of substance. So we want to make sure when we see those type of women, we are giving them their flowers to let them know that we fight with them and respect them as well, and thank them for taking the stance and speaking up and going against what today's normal is. So that's what we're gonna jump into, man. We're gonna talk about it. But before we jump into it, what is our number one thing? What do? We think in the box, we think out the box, we think around the box, under the box, above the box. A box. The world is our box because we're gonna do any and everything that we can to be successful, and we're gonna do it all the legal and right way. We're gonna put that grind in, baby, to make it happen. No is not in the equation because no is nothing but a lesson to say keep pushing until you get that yes. So let's get that yes, baby. And if y'all don't mind, I would gladly appreciate if you could. I hope that you're enjoying the podcast. I just ask one thing. Could you like, subscribe, and follow? Tell a friend. Leave a comment. I'm trying to grow this channel, and I want to grow it with you. Now, let's get back to this entertaining content. Let's get back to it, man. Let's react to this video. So we got the young lady that be on the Country Wayne series. I think she plays the character Sarah. I don't know if that's her real name in real life, but she had, I'm sorry, y'all. She's put out a very, very good video that I do like, and I want to react to this video and give my opinion of how I feel about the situation. So let's look at this video, and then after we look at this video, come back, we're gonna chop it up and talk about it and give my opinion of what I think of what she says. All right, without any further ado, let's jump into this for you.
Now, if I choose to marry you and you choose to marry me, if we choose to get married, what now happens is I understand and have an idea of what the bills actually are. Now it is time to move in. If my man is struggling every month to pay the rent and all of the bills, or let's say he has $500 left after all the bills are paid, and I make $3,500 a month after taxes, and I don't have any bills to pay for, and I'm moving in with this man, there's going to be things that I want to do to help relieve that pressure. Now, maybe it's me saying, I'm going to take over the utilities and the water bill. Those are the bills that I'm going to take, and our cell phone bill. These are what I'm going to take over. And now that opens up another $350 in his pocket. So now he has an extra $850 a month. You're also not taking into account, though, that she still has $3,000 a month. Where is that going?
That part.
Are you investing it? Are you just spending it on yourself? Are you buying yourself new bags? Are you taking yourself for massages? Are what are you doing with the money that you bring into the home? Because it is about what's good for the colony. And that's why I'm saying women date for their ego, not for partnership in life. Because if you're looking at us coming together, we are making this money. And that's not my case, but wouldn't want my husband to ever be like, I only have, $1,000 for myself a month. Meanwhile, I have thousands of dollars every month. That doesn't sit well with me.
These women go out with literally nothing but lip gloss in their bag.
Literally.
Like, that's
in a bag they can't afford
outrageous.
because somebody else bought it for
You
them.
feel me?
Now, if I choose to marry,
All right, let's talk about it. Now, let me start off first by saying I do not know this woman. I just seen this video on the timeline somewhere and came across it, and I listened to it, and what she was saying really interested me and intrigued me because of what she said actually had weight and it was common sense. You know, it spoke in volumes, just her words. Now, if she truly would do that or live that way, I don't know. But based off the conversation and what she's saying in her mindset, I'm going to assume that she is that type of woman and that she would really be supportive and have her man's back. I'm going to assume that. But I'm not sure, so I don't know that. So let me say that. I'm not saying she's 100% truthful, or I'm not saying she's lying. I'm just saying I don't know if that's how she really lives. But off her conversation, amazing woman. Amazing woman. Very, very amazing woman. I love what she's saying. And I like the way that she put it. If I choose to marry you, you choose to marry me, we choose to marry each other. We're choosing a partnership. We're choosing each other. We're choosing to be in this situation, in this atmosphere, in this life. And we're going to take this journey of life on together. And since I chose you, you chose me. I am not going to sit here and allow my partner to struggle because I'm a woman. No, I am going to come in and help in some form, shape, or fashion. I'm going to contribute. I'm going to let my partner know that I have his back and we can manifest our dreams together. That is very important. A man wants to feel love just the same way a woman wants to feel love. A relationship is not one-sided. Whenever you have a one-sided relationship, it's not going to last. It is not going to last. It is the beginning of the end. And that's where a lot of people go wrong, especially women, because more women file for divorce than men do. A woman will give up faster than a man will. So what she's saying makes a lot of sense. I'm talking about a lot of sense. And this woman, she's right. She's right. And I want to make sure that I give her flowers, but it's not only about her. It's about all the other women that think like her, that act like her, and that are doing what she says right now in the moment. I, as mailman, want to give you women y'all flowers because I know that even though we see this pool of negative women out here with bad behavior, that there are also a pool of women that are bringing positive energy, common sense, reasonable expectations, and good energies, good vibes. And we have to be willing to also bring that to YouTube as well to say, hey, let's give those women those flowers. If we can give all these birds their attention and these birds, they're walking around with no wings, then we can definitely give these angels that's flying around with wings, they flowers, and they deserve it because they're putting in the work and they're going against what most women would call a pick me. They would consider them a pick me. And I'm not saying this, I'm not saying it because she's saying something that only that benefits men's. I'm not saying it for that. And I'm not saying it because she's attacking women. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying she's speaking with common sense. When you listen to how she's articulating herself and sharing her thoughts, it makes sense. And any man is willing to entertain that. You want a woman like that, a woman that not only thinks it, but a woman that actually lives it. We as men love to take care of our woman. We love it. We will spend money at the wazoo to take care of our woman. It's just part of our nature. And what is that? It's part of our nature. I'm sorry about that. And men and women do not have to be enemies. We don't have to be enemies. We can be partners and work together. We work better and achieve more when we work together. But we somehow have allowed the court system and our friends and our circle to allow their negative energy to flood some people's brains. And that's how we end up in the situation to where, as they say, misery loves company. So this miserable person is planting this seed into this person And that person is starting to hear these misery stories consistently, and now she's trying to compare little small things from this person's story to things that's happening in her relationship, not realizing we're going to all have similarities in relationships somewhere. Something is going to line up properly in the relationship. And if you're taking that one aspect of here from this, what she's saying, and you applying it in your relationship, and you think that one aspect, but you don't look at the whole picture, and you make a decision about your partner and choose to separate from your partner based on that misery of the woman that's telling you all these negative things, then you are setting yourself up to lose. She speaking was fair, was reasonable, was understanding, and it's just mature conversation. That's what it is, mature conversation. And you don't have a problem with entertaining mature conversations. We as men love to hear a mature conversation. So I'm not here to tear down nobody or tear down no woman, but I am here to give flowers and roses to the women of the world that are a team player. And those are the women, when you look up why they are able to have a amazing life for the rest of their life, and they can speak so strongly about their partner, their man, because they went through the struggle with him. He respected that. Now he take care of her now that the storm is over. And then when you hear uh the winning, the finish line of the story, that's what I'll say, the finish line of the story. Then all these other women say, I want a man like that, but you wouldn't even go through the storm with a man like that. But you want a man like that now that the sun has came out and dried up all the rain. Come on, get real. As Country Wayne say, get gone. We up out of here, man. Hey, y'all leave a comment. Let me know if y'all agree with what I said. If y'all don't agree with it, let me know how you thought. What's your thoughts? If you feel like it was fair, if you feel like it wasn't fair, if you agree with what she said, I want to hear from you. We out of here.